It is time for dinner for Mr. Kamal Khan's family of 7 in India. On the menu, 500 grams of okra that has been fried and chapatis. Breakfast the next morning is dal or lentil soup with rice. That will also be their lunch. More than half of the world's hungry live in Asia. The pandemic has worsened this crisis. Food kitchens sprung up to feed the needy. India was ranked 101st among 116 countries in the latest Global Hunger Index, placed in the serious category. Many Indians continue to rely on charitable kitchens that serve meals for as little as 10 Singapore cents.
दाल जो 1 किलो दाल आता है तो हफ्ते भर करना पड़ता है उसको थोड़ा पतला करते हैं क्या करेंगे गाढ़ा करेंगे तो कहाँ पाएंगे
35-year-old Kamal and his wife are among the many daily wage workers who get by on a daily basis. They came to Noida, a suburb of India's capital, earlier this year to work as construction workers. The husband and wife earn around 10 Singapore dollars for a day's work. They spend around $4 daily on food, which leaves them with little else for other expenses. Living conditions are hard, but this family from the state of West Bengal hope to stay here and earn enough to repay debts incurred during the pandemic.
तो 200 रुपए में आप जो चीज़ आप खरीदना चाहते हैं खरीद पाते हैं कि मुश्किल होता है?
मुश्किल ही होता है सर। इसमें मुश्किल ही होता है क्या, कभी इतना महंगा भी 80 रुपये किलो, कभी 60 रुपये किलो। इसमें एक पाव करके लेके आते हैं, आधी किलो लेके आते हैं तब बनाते हैं।
कल आप गए थे बाजार, क्या खरीद पाए हैं आप?
टमाटर था 80 रुपये किलो, तो 20 रुपये के पाव टमाटर दिया। टमाटर लेके आया था और क्या नाम वो प्याज लेके आया 50 रुपये किलो प्याज, आधी किलो प्याज लेके आया था।
There are times when Mr. Khan works extra hours at night to earn more money. Yet, the family can rarely stock up for a week or afford a more expensive diet. Milk is a luxury they've not had for months.
वो बोल रहे हैं कि खाना खिलाएंगे दूध पिलाएंगे 50,000 तो तनख्वाह नहीं है कि दूध भी पिला नहीं सकेंगे ये भी करेंगे और बुजुर्ग आदमी वही दाल रोटी मिल जाता है वही से क्या करें।
The Khan's children are vulnerable to malnutrition, which has risen among Indian children in recent years.
बच्चे कभी कहता कि ये खाऊंगी सेव खाऊंगी, कभी कहता कुरकुरी खाऊंगी, कभी कहता कि चॉकलेट दे दो। पैसा नहीं बाबू, सो जा कि खेल जा, क्या करेंगे पैसे, खाना खिलाएंगे तो तुम लोग को ये खिलाएंगे।
With the pandemic worsening India's hunger crisis, there have been calls to universalize India's public food support scheme to help families such as the Khans who slipped through the government's safety net. In the Philippines, over 20 million people, or 1 in 5 Filipinos, said they went hungry in the first 3 months of the year. This is twice as many before the COVID-19 pandemic. Among the hardest hit were those who get paid by the day, or are on short-term contracts, or in the informal sector.
The pandemic hit us financially because my husband lost his job temporarily for almost a year now.
Ms. Vayalon has had to adjust her food budget as a result.
For a family of 7, 2 kids and 5 adults, I allotted 400 to 500 budget per day. That includes 3 meals and 1 snack.
They had to find ways to cover for her husband's lost income and cut the food expenses.
I am an online seller, so I sell some foods like desserts. I also sell home-cooked meals like siomai, chicken wings, and also we made our backyard garden for vegetables. We plant some eggplants, ampalaya, and papayas, and also calamansi. We decided to not order food from food chains that we normally do before. We decided to eat home-cooked meals. Our breakfast, normally, if I can prepare, since I have a newborn, so I would rather cook some sinangag and leftovers from the ref, and also, of course, fried eggs and some fruits available in season. For the lunch and dinner, we cook in one batch. For example, we will have vegetable stew, and fish. Chicken tinola is our favorite, and pork sinigang.
With the pandemic still raging, food insecurity remains a concern.
It's better to spend all of our savings than to be hungry or than to be sick later on.
All across Asia, poverty has been the main cause of hunger. It's a crisis exacerbated by the pandemic's prolonged and repeated lockdowns. In Malaysia, more than 500,000 households have fallen a rung in the income bracket, and the poverty rate has increased to 8.4% last year. Among the most affected are the elderly and the physically impaired, like this couple who live in the outskirts of Kuala Lumpur. 67-year-old Yap Yo Kin and her husband Chin Shi Chong have had to ration their food on some occasions and rely on handouts throughout the pandemic.
Now is now because of people giving, because of this MCO, we cook very simple. And in fact, both of us are not on the eating side properly, because I'm vegetarian. I cook rice, tofu, veggie. We have that situation. I think we need like one of the weeks like that, not long-term.
The couple survive on a welfare allowance and a rental income of about 290 Singapore dollars, below the basic minimum wage. Miss Yap has a spinal injury, while Mr. Chin is a stroke patient who is barely able to converse. They live in a dilapidated house lacking most basic amenities, including the lack of an indoor kitchen. With a barely functioning fridge, the couple could not store enough food to last the week. They used to make a living selling recyclable items, but due to the lockdowns, these plastic water bottles and cardboard boxes now dot the home of the couple. The couple currently use a makeshift kitchen outdoors, as the damaged roof makes much of the house unlivable. What difference can we make this World Food Day? Reducing food wastage and donating to help feed the needy, that should be a good start.